leads obviously to you and Stephen A. Hey, legit, that feels like a moment that had been brewing for a long time.
He's like on a Taylor Swift tour run right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're watching it. Yep. We're all seeing it.
Oh, yeah.
You're seeing it as well.
He literally, it started off with, I didn't want to address it.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't want to address it. I wasn't going to address it. But since the video came out, I feel the need to address it.
Yeah, on fire. You would talk about it.
Are you kidding me? If there's one person that couldn't wait to the video to drop so you can address it, it's your. Like, seriously, it's. And like another, he completely like missed the whole point. The whole point. Never would I ever not allow people to talk about the sport, criticize players about what they do on the court. That is your job, to criticize or to, be in a position where, okay, if a guy's not performing, that is all part of the game. That's all part of the game. But when you take it and you get personal with it, it's my job to not only protect my household, but protect the players. And I think a lot of the media, including him, and I know he's gonna be happy. He's gonna be smiling from ear to ear when he hears me talking about it again. Oh my God, he's gonna get home and grab some ice cream out of the freezer and sit in his chair and his tighty whities on the couch.
I hope at some point you two do get a chance. But you're right.
Dude, relax, bro.
LeBron James. And I just want to say for the record, LeBron James is full of it. And in this particular instance, as it pertains to his son, he is a liar. And he went on national television today and he lied again. You see, when he approached me while I was sitting courtside at that game against the New York Knicks, when he rolled up on me, I didn't know he was going to roll up on me. I had no idea. But when he said what he had to say, I was in no position to give any kind of retort without making a scene. It was during the third quarter. It was fresh out of a timeout. It was him walking to the basketball court. It was on national television. The cameras were rolling. And had I done something, what do y'all want me to do? You want me to act? You want this to be a reincarnation of Chris Rock and Will Smith? And let me state for the record that while we bring up that, let me assure you it wouldn't have gone down like that. I would have gotten my kick, because had that man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately. That I'm not going to tolerate. But I knew he wasn't going to do something like that. There was no fear in my mind about it. It was shock. Because as I have repeatedly stated, I was not talking about his son. I was talking about him. The real point at hand is this. LeBron James continues to lie. Don't lie to y'all. His lies a lot. And there's a lot of shady stuff that he does. And one of the things is his passive aggressiveness and the two-facedness and smile in your face and dig you behind the back. I happen to know that about him, which is why I don't like him. And he don't like me. But it doesn't stop me from being fair and calling it like I see it. We ain't exchanging Christmas gifts. We ain't having Thanksgiving dinner together. What you bring your son up in there for? What you bring your family up in there before? You gonna go on Pat McAfee show, talk about you gonna protect your house. What you talking about? Your son ain't at the house. He's at crypto.com arena. We ain't covering him in Brentwood. We covering him in downtown LA at the crypto.com arena.
Yo, it's Big Ed, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and we outside with it tonight. H-Town, Texas, in the streets. Was actually at the spot watching the games tonight. Caught the Lakers and the Pacers, and I seen LeBron hit the buzzer beater for the win on the put in, on the tip back and things like that. Then it went into the Celtics and the Suns, and I dipped off after that after I seen it all over the timeline. that Stephen A. Smith had responded to what LeBron James had said on the Pat McAfee show today. And I had a link in the description where you can watch those clips at the beginning in full to get the entire context, because of course it was a lot more said on the entire interviews and the entire clips and things. And I gotta say this for Stephen A. Smith, my nigga. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, but you didn't. We don't need to hear about you saying you would have swung. I don't care what nobody else said, bro. You made the professional decision. It's nothing wrong with that if that's the choice you made as a grown man, bro. But to come back with this and try to prove these other points, and it's really your actions after this interview that have me in question of what you really got going on, bro. This nigga done done like 5 or 6 interviews about it. Now, true, you can critique LeBron and how he moves. I don't know LeBron personally. I don't know if he's a backstabber. I don't know if he's two-faced. But he said directly his issue with you was, now he talked about his son when he pulled up on you, but you were referencing him and his son in a certain way. Stephen A., it is what it is. Now you told us you don't like the guy. Well, Stephen A., that's another reason for a nigga to pull up on you, because if you don't like him, he knows you don't like him. And he know you, he don't like you, whatever. Y'all already know this about each other. So when I watch you cover me and you go to your show and say, hey, LeBron, I'm talking to you as a father. Don't come to me and speak to me as a father and I know that you don't like me, my nigga. I don't care what your job is. It just is what it is. You're telling a man not to be a human. I know a lot of y'all are going to be like, oh, LeBron is sensitive. Cool, bro. That's whatever. You can say LeBron two-faced. You can say he fake. You can say all of these things. All I'm saying is it's a buildup of things in this nature. It's not just because you was critiquing Bronny in his play. It's your job to critique Bronny. True. But you can't say you're doing everything fair when, hey, you don't like somebody. You're questioning how he's moving with his son in the league and things like that, whether you agree with it or not. There's 54 other people that got drafted before him, and y'all are doing 4 segments specifically about his son. So you got a job to do, which is true. But your job requires you to go at somebody you don't like and critique him super heavily. That's what they pay you for. He's reacting to you critiquing him and the verbiage that you use. It ain't what you say, it's how you say it. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. And the way that it comes off. And the nigga can tell when you don't like him, whether you have a right to not like him or not. We know why this went down the way that it did. I'm not choosing sides in it. All I'm telling people is, hey, you know why a nigga pulled up on you and hollered at you and things like that. Stop trying to act like you a victim. Stop going on the media. He said a Taylor Swift told. That is what you own, bro. You done did 5 or 6 interviews. And the thing is, it's crazy to me. Stephen A. Smith has been a different person in every interview he goes and sits down in. This interview, he talks with this tone. This interview, he talks with that tone. He goes over to Piers Morgan. He speaks this way. He goes to Gil's Arena. Now he's cursing up a storm and things like that. It's like, bro, you could have just left it at where it was at. Nobody would have been saying nothing because you sat down. Okay, you chose to do. You like, well, how does Stephen A. Smith like 60? We not expecting you to squabble. But it's the fact you keep talking and popping it afterwards, and that's what he threw a shot at today. And he called you your tidy whities, and it must have got under Stephen A. Smith's skin. LeBron gonna have to wear the critiques. They coming. This is a part of the game. It's a thing in the culture now to go super shock jock and call out the athletes. But at the end of it, let's keep it 1,000. Stephen A. Smith knows exactly what he's doing, just like LeBron said he was gonna do. He's ready for this, and he's gonna correspond within the same day. It's now him going directly at the athletes, like he been taking personal shots at nigga. This ain't nothing new. Why is he acting like he's shocked about it? But, you know, teach his own. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all this. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.